everyone, this is Captain Gilbert. This is our sailed4seas Talk 15. Today we're still on the exercise of the Singapore Strait, which was on-ship westbound transit from the Singapore's port area. On-ship course is 246 degrees and the on-ship speed is 21 knots. I don't know have you noticed or not. Actually, on-ship have made a fundamental mistake, basic mistake, which is on-ship's course is very close to the traffic separation scheme center line. Maybe this is better for a fast-speed vessel because outside the traffic separation scheme, sometimes there were coastal vessels and some fishing vessels. But the price we have to pay is we have very limited maneuvering space. Once the vessel coming from the port side and the starboard side, maybe we were blocked by the coastal vessel's light on our starboard side to detect the outbound vessel. So we should beware of any crossing traffic, especially in this congested area and dense traffic area. Okay, let's see what the captain do. In the first 2 minutes, actually the captain doing nothing but reduce the engine speed, which dropped the original speed 21 knots to 18.4 knots. This always the top priority, reduce speed when you approaching the trouble area. So in these 2 minutes assessment of the collision and the traffic situation, 2 vessels from the port side trying to crossing the traffic, 1 on the starboard side trying to crossing the traffic. The most dangerous one is the one dead ahead, which gives us only 1.5 minutes, then the collision will happen. Something must do besides only reduce the engine speed. What the captain do, he alter course to port side from 246 to 239 degrees, 7 degrees to the port side. Maybe this was caused by the overtaken vessel dead ahead, alter course a little bit to starboard side. So on-ship alter course to port side for 7 degrees. And the crossing vessel from the port side is about to crossing our ship out. Captain also further reduced the engine speed at 2 minutes time. Just after Captain evaluated the situation, after 2 minutes, he made the move to alter course to port side and reduce engine. After the ship speed reduced from the 18 knots to 15 knots in 1.5 minutes, it gives us some extra time to allow the port side vessel to passing ahead. So the first rule, reduce speed whenever possible, reduce the collision risk. Okay, after 5 minutes of exercise, vessel speed further reduced to 13.8 knots. It's because captain have conducted many course changes. So the course right now is 241 degrees and the on-ship speed is 13.8. At this point, we can see both port side vessels already passing on ship's bow, and the vessel on the starboard side still approaching to the collision spot. But as the picture shows, we have extra 1 minute time to passing the same spot. This 1 minute difference makes us quite comfortable because it's 1 minute interval. That's what we say in the bridge, navigational bridge. 1 minute is all its matter, all safe, all danger. Have accident or nothing at all. It's only 1 minute different. But in the airplane, maybe 18 seconds, you finish all without knowing anything at all. So we always have some time. Okay, right now we compare with our own ship's position with another vessel in the same situation, but quietly close to the separation line, so as make the big difference when they come to the collision avoidance. Right now, in this 6.5 minutes, we can see we can arrive in the collision spot at 2.5 minutes, and the vessel will cross the collision spot at 1 minute's time. Okay, we can see in the above maneuvering diagram, the captain had increased speed at 2 minutes before, because maybe he didn't aware of the vessel outbound. So he reduced the engine speed in the last minute to try to give us some more time to avoid the collision. But this is very bad habit, because we cannot assess all the situation and just passing the vessels ahead, then increase the speed. So we won't take your extra time about 5 minutes or 10 minutes. You should stay in a slow speed, not increase speed in every chance you have, then reduce speed to avoid the collision in the last minute. Okay, in the last picture, let's check out in the same situation, same exercise, but this vessel is much more closer to the separation skin. So this makes his allowance to avoid the collision is much more less than the original one, as we see in this captain doing this exercise. Okay, we can see from the maneuvering diagram, the captain just randomly used hard pole, hard starboard throttles as his guts tell him. We can see he's come crossing the vessel overtaking from behind. So the collision risk with the vessel behind may be a big problem. Also, he had steering much more closer to the separation scheme. Maybe it's not a good move, because there was one vessel coming from the starboard side. Actually, vessels have more space on the traffic lane in the starboard side, but he chose to crossing to the port side, make himself a foolish move, and we don't know what's gonna happen if he cannot avoid the vessel from the starboard side. So it means this captain maneuvering with less discipline, or less lookout technique, or have less situation awareness technique. Or we can say he's not qualified for this exercise.